Hello, hello. It has been a while, but this is quite loud. Let me adjust that. I don't like compression that much. So, what is this, you might ask? And yes, I am smoking. This is the stuff I use for etching these foils. I have a printer that prints solid ink, and in this case, and it's, well, as you can see, it has a sort of a shape, and the number 2 in the, well, embossed, I don't know. Well, at least every color has its own shape. There, that's one thing. Now, since I only use this printer as etch resistant, I'm not using it to print any colors. So for me, I don't even use the color sticks actually, but the printer does not function if it doesn't have these sticks in there. And if you ever clean the nozzles, for instance, it will put out a lot of ink. As you can see, this is like, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 of those blocks. I can tell you this, they might, I'm not sure if they're not produced anymore or something, but some of the blocks are like 120 euro for 3 pieces, which is ridiculous. It's really stupid. Now, since I don't print color, I don't give a shit about mixing up the colors. I assume, I'm pretty sure it is, it's the base wax used is the same, so it doesn't really matter. So what I'm gonna do, it is bitching about black being out of black wax blocks, and I don't have any anymore, and I'm not feeling like spending 60 or 80 euros again for 3 of those blocks. That will probably pop out if the nozzle is like a bit dirty or something. It just poops out 20 euro of ink, which is kind of weird. I'm pretty sure back in the day it wasn't that expensive, so it would make sense or something, I don't know, but now it does not make sense anymore. So last time I made my own blocks, and I'm gonna do that right now. So here I got a package, I saved this one, thank God. Number 4 is for the black, and as you can see it has a shape. The printer won't accept anything else than this shape. First of all, because you cannot put it in the printer because it won't fit the hole, but secondly, it somehow recognizes it. And well, I'm very pleased that they use this polystyrene shrink package, because that gave, well, they gave me actually a mold to work with. So yeah, I can make new blocks with the packaging, which is nice. Thank you, Xerox. So that's what we're gonna do. Since this is polystyrene, it has a low melting temperature, so I must somehow protect it from, yeah, well, melt and just destroy my my shape, my mold. So we're gonna use this as a mold. I'm gonna put water in here to cool it down so it doesn't get mangled up. This probably will ruin your printer in the end, because you're not using like pristine wax. It's used. I'm not sure what changes in the composition. But this is a printer that has some annoying failures anyway, so I might as well use it till it just dies. So yeah, another thing is I got 4 printing heads. If the nozzle gets blocked somehow, you can say, okay, use another nozzle to fill in this gap. So I think you can still use it quite long before it really shuts down. I think even that the rollers that pick up the paper and such die before the nozzles do, because it's already a problem. It doesn't grab paper very well. It's really picky about the sort of paper. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna melt this stuff down. I'm gonna fill this one up with some water. I think. I have to space for some more as well, so. I'll use a piece of tape, I think, too. have to do metal bars because if the ink is not solid, yeah, and it sits underneath the metal bars, I have a shit job. So I'm using just some tape to attach one of these bars, I think. I'm not pretty sure what I used last time. Just does so it doesn't slip. This all sounds pretty weird, but when I'm done, you will know what I'm doing, or at least you will understand. So that's one. Do we need a little bit more water? Yes, still. Definitely don't want to have it in the mold. That would be terrible, so. So now we're gonna move over here. I couldn't find the pot I used before, so now I have to screw up another, what is it? Camping thing. A lighter would be nice. I got a hole right there. Not good. I got a hole starting here as well. So that's, and here as well. So that's a bummer. I'm not gonna fix it straight away. But I do need to fix it somehow, because otherwise I don't have a mold anymore, which is quite annoying. I'm not gonna... I don't know. I might be able to make at least 2 sticks of these, or 4, I don't know, and keep 1 stick so I can at least make a mold out of that in the future. So one is not usable right now, so I can only make 2 at one go. Yeah, I don't stop. So it's melting away pretty fast. You can see some bluish colors as well, and that is because this is purged out of the machine. So there's probably cyan, blue, a lot of black, and magenta, I don't know what's called, but you know, purple, yellow, and blue, and black. I only did this once. I hope it will work a second time. Pretty annoyed my mold is fucked, but I'll let this cook away, or melt away. So, it is almost completely melted down. Not completely, but when I think of it, it actually doesn't matter, because the machine is gonna remelt the whole blocks, of course. So I don't mind if there are pieces of crap in there. I mean, wax. If it was crap, then it would be a problem. I use a pretty big syringe, and hopefully, well, I used it before, so it works, but it has to stay hot enough to not solidify in the syringe, of course. I'll move you over, because I don't have enough hands. Maybe I can slightly... Okay, so now we got both sort of in shot. Hopefully this works. so I need some more. That's it. It does cool off very fast, so in the syringe. I have to make sure I'm able to use it next time. So now it's a waiting game. This one shrinked a little bit. I'm gonna top it off, I think. I know the Chinesium version of these blocks is probably also this procedure, although they probably don't use the original ink, but something else. And these blocks work perfectly fine for my uses. I mean, maybe the colors are not correct or whatever, I don't mind. I don't use it as a printer actually. Stop saying actually. I do hope my molds are still okay, but the shrinkage is quite big. Ooh, it makes crackling noises. Probably cooling a little bit too fast. Or my mold is completely screwed right now, but it's plugged because there's wax that is solidifying. Gonna see if I can save these molds somehow, like patch them up. I think I can, with some, I don't know, with some epoxy or whatever. Should be possible. Well, just wait now. So, it has been a while. So let's see if we can get rid of these. They're not looking very nice this time, which is a shame. So now the question is, how do I get them out without destroying my mold? Oh, okay, apparently it's just tapping. Sorry, that was off camera as well. Oop. Get out. As you can see, that one looks, this side looks really well. This side a little bit less, but I think it's good enough. This one looks also okay, but this side doesn't. So I might actually shave off a little bit, because this one is a bit crooked. Probably get a knife, and I might just heat the knife up and cut it off. Hopefully this is hot enough. Let's dump it in the printer and see what it does. I mean, it can't be that picky, I guess. I hope. Add black ink, please. Alright. I'll give you some black ink. So, there you got the different notches or holes. You can see they're all shaped differently, so you, well, you don't put black in yellow or something and fuck up your printer for the rest of your life. If you will print something colorful. Since I'm not gonna print anything colorful, let's try our first black cube. How does it get in? That's the big question. Is it like this? No. It's like this, I think. Yeah. There is a lot of black ink. What is it bitching about? Looks like I'm not really good in this game, you know, where you shift around. What the hell am I doing? I think it's supposed to be like this. There is still ink in there, so I think it's stuck. So I might need to chop off more actually next time. But what does the printer say? Warming up, please wait. So that's good. Next time I should not make them as high as I did, because it's not necessary. So I'm not gonna fill it up completely to the rim. And now I have to hope I'll manage to print this. So I'm probably put the rest of the ink in the storage again. I mean, I got like 2 new blocks, and I think there was still 1 block in there actually, which was not completely shoved down the way, down the loader. So, but ready to print. Ink low, but it doesn't say which one. Could be. Let me take a look. There is yellow. Yeah, it's probably blue or cyan, but we don't actually need that. I only use black. The only problem is if you clean the whole thing, the nozzles, it also cleans the color nozzles, so it will waste color ink, although you never use it to really print. And if one of the colors is completely empty, so not just say ink low, but it's really empty, it doesn't want to print black either. It's kind of a really annoying feature. That means you always have to have all the colors in there, although you don't even use the colors. So that's it's a nice way to make some money, I guess. But yeah, so I'm just gonna test a print, see what it does. And here you can see also that the printer is really not pleased with this paper, because I have to help it. Like really toss it in, get in there. With thicker paper or the laminate, it does work better. Let me see if there are any faults or something. By the looks of it, it is clean. No weird stuff. So that's good. Nice. I'll just put away I'll let it cool down, the rest of the ink, and use it whenever I please. And I might have to fix the mold before I do. So, now finally I can print my pattern. I might record it as well, why not? How it works. I really have to help it, I think. Yeah, there we go. Time to etch this really thick foil and see what it does compared to 12 micron and 9 micron. That was actually what I wanted to do today, but then the ink is empty and that takes you 2 hours more. See ya!